Why am I crying so much? I'm such a mess. Oh my god, I don't like talking about this because I get so freaking emotional. So today is the 29th of December, and yeah, the year has finally ended. I just thought I should sit down here and do this video. The year has finally ended, and I'm just like, okay, wow. I know that majority of the time, almost every year, I come here and I sit and I'm like, this year went so fast. But to be very honest with you guys, this particular year, I don't get it. I don't know how I cannot get it. I don't know how we got here so fast. But anyway, guys, this video is just going to be my last video of the year. So I am just going to be basically giving you guys a review of my year, right? The good things that happened, how I rate my year, what I think I would have done better. Like, this is just that video. I did not do any notes for this video. I just put on my camera and I've started talking. So yeah, guys, if you like to see a review of my 2023, just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas. I don't know, maybe this will be Vlogmas, the last day of Vlogmas, or I'm going to put a video up on the first, I don't know, but I want to just do a quick review of my year. Before I start talking, hi friend, my name is Kenna and I am a Cameroonian content creator. I'm based in Douala, Cameroon. I shoot videos about my family. I shoot motherhood content. I talk about random hot topics. I do a lot on my channel. I do reviews. I do a lot. So I feel you'll find at least one thing you like on this channel. So please click on that subscribe button and be part of this family because we have a lot going on here. That said, let's go into the video of today. Like I said, we're going to be doing a review of my year, and as I said as well in the introduction, my year has been this year. First of all, first thing is the year went by so fast. It's almost to me in my head like I'm thinking of particular events. It's almost like just 4 or 5 events have happened this year for me, and I'm like, but how did we get here? Like, how did we get to December? How did we get to the last day of this year so fast? I know normally years will go fast, but I feel like as the years are going, it's going even faster. You can't seem to catch a break before you're like, oh, in June, before you know it, June has come, before you know it, September has come, before, like, time is just going. And I feel like with the way time is going, you have to make the best of your time because, my dear people who are getting old, time is moving so fast. And if you don't make the most of your time, you will just find yourself standing in one place and time has gone by. So overall, if I were to give like a score of my year out of 100, I'd say my year was 80 on 100. 80 on 100 because, first of all, the first thing that I feel made my year was, I have talked about this before, the whole don't worry about something, find a solution. Instead of worrying, find a solution, because worrying does not help. I feel like I put this into practice this year more. So the year went by seamlessly and less stressful for me because I did not dwell on just worrying. Oh my god, I have to do this thing, I've not done this thing, I don't have money to do this, I have to do this, I have to meet up with this. Like, I wasn't worrying. I was like, okay, this is the problem. Kenna, you don't have money, you want money, what do you need to do to get money? Oh, Kenna, this thing is not going to work. And that for you to sit and worry, oh my god, this thing is not working, what are you supposed to do? I know I've talked about this particular thing years before, but guys, I did not put it as much into practice as I put this year. This year I did not play. I put a lot of emphasis on this. I ensured that I did not worry. Yes, if I tell you that the whole year went by and I did not worry at all, that's going to be a lie. But if I was to say on 10 how much I worried like 9 on 10. And people around me even noticed, because we had someone like Karen who was asking me like, Kay, the normal you would be shaking. How come you're not worried? You're so at peace. And I'm like, don't worry about things you can't fix. Like, I'm not going to worry about things I can't fix. I am looking for a solution. I'm not sitting here to start dwelling and crying, because one thing I used to do when I was stressed out when things were getting hard is I would just sit and cry. I'm not saying I did not cry, because if I tell you I did not cry, then that is going to be a big fat lie. There were times that I would not worry. I would struggle and struggle and go through, but I would still get to that point to break down. But what I'm just saying here is, as compared to the previous years, I worried less, which is what made my year to be under 80. My year was overall good. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. First of all, my family was here in January, which it just gave me a lot of joy seeing all of us in one space again after almost 4 to 5 years. It was a beautiful experience. I really enjoyed that. Just spending time with my family. My mom was here and all that. Whew, guys, it's just calmed me down. Spending time with my sister, just bonding, the family time and all that. I really enjoyed it. Us taking our first family vacation ever. That was nice for my sister's birthday. I really, really enjoyed that. So I feel like just that made my year to kick off on a good part. So yeah, also I got to celebrate my birthday just the way I wanted it. This was one of those birthdays that I was completely happy. I was in a beautiful place. I was in a happy place. I was happy from like deep, you know, when they say you're deep down inside. It's true, I was grieving, but I was in a happy place. I was with people I loved, people I cared about. I spent the most part of the celebration with my kids, my friends, and then later on that weekend, I hung out with some of my YouTube friends, and later on, I hung out with 3 of my close friends. So, what is not to be grateful about for that? And then I also enjoyed the year because I created stronger bonds with 2 people. I created stronger bonds with my 2 other friends, Onela and Mercy. Guys, you know I complained here a lot about me not having friends. So I'm happy that I created a stronger bond this year with those 2 girls. So now at least I can say I have 3 friends. That is nice. Yeah, so I'm happy that I created that bond. I have the friendship bond that I always wanted. Though we're just 3, but 3 is okay. If I start adding too many people, it's going to be too much. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I also loved this year because I got to reconnect with old friends, people that I felt like I was never going to talk again to them, people that I could only dream about having conversations with them. I got connected with them, reconnected with them, started building friendships and all that. So for that as well, I'm like, oh, this is something nice. Also, I'm just trying to think of the good things that happened. Also, guys, I got a job. It's not easy. You guys know I got a job. Even if I had left the job, I feel like that was a high, because it brought me back to this space, because I had gotten to a place where I was like, maybe they're not hiring me because I'm not good enough. Maybe it's because I don't know how to work. Maybe it's because I'm not professional enough. Maybe it's because, but me being able to go for an interview and getting a job again, it just gave me one confidence. I don't know. Like, see, guys, wait. When I was first of all working, the confidence I had went from here to here. Like, it's not like I'm not confident now without a job. I am confident. But when I had that job, I felt there was this extra thing in me. I used to feel so much more confident. That's when I'm like, you know what? It's really true in this life that sometimes you don't sit and you're like, this thing is not nice if you have not experienced it. Okay, so me feeling like, oh, I have this job, I can do this, I can do that, it just gave me one extra confidence. So for that, I'm also very grateful. I had a good year because my kids as well, none of my kids fell sick. None of my kids slept in the hospital. None of us in my house slept in the hospital. And that's something that I feel like I'm never really grateful enough for. Because, guys, since I gave birth to my kids, I believe all of them have slept just once in the hospital. Imagine that. Kaden is 8 years old. Monique is 6. Myra is 4. All my kids have slept just once in the hospital. Myra slept in the hospital when she was 5 weeks old. And that was it. Monique was after her first birthday. And Kaden, I think Kaden was after I gave birth to Myra. That's when Kaden slept in the hospital. But guys, that is it. My kids have never been this, oh, we're sick today, we're taking them to the hospital. Yes, they'll have the little catars and the coughs and little fevers here and there, but my kids have never been that sick up to a point that I have to carry them, go and stay in the hospital. Because I see a lot of parents complaining, oh, I was in the hospital today, I was in the hospital yesterday, and just things like that. So for that, I'm grateful. I'm also grateful that my parents, my family, that's my sisters, brothers, my siblings, in-laws, everybody is fine. There is nobody who has been too sick. My dad went through surgery, but my dad came out fine. He came out okay. Like, guys, what is there not to be grateful for? So overall, that is why I'll tell you guys that my year was an 80 on 100. To be honest with you guys, I don't even want to go to the bad part of this video. I don't want to talk about what broke me down. I don't want to talk about what happened this year that, but for the 20%, the worst thing that happened to me that I don't think I'll ever get over is me losing my aunt. I don't want to cry. Losing my aunt this year made me to see life different. I still cannot believe it. Like, that made me to see life different. It broke me. That was March, 20th of March. I can never forget. 20th of March when my aunt passed on. That was the worst part of my year. My God. Losing my aunt. It was hard. It was hard. It's true that I've gone through the different phases the the grief and all that. But to be honest with you guys, when I think about it, I'll still cry. I'm still struggling to go through it. Times like now, like end of year, Christmas, like for example, today I'm supposed to go to Limber to see my aunt. Normally she would be with my aunt, so it's going to be hard. Like things like this, times like this, it's going to be hard. My mom is coming this January. I know it's going to be difficult, but yeah, that was the worst thing that happened to me this year. Like losing my second mom. It's hard. It's so hard. And when I feel this way, I'm just like, oh my God, if I'm feeling like this, I can imagine how Pearl is feeling, because that was her losing her mom. So for me, damn. That was the worst thing that happened to me. The worst thing that happened to me this year. But I feel like losing her, it pushed me, because the things that she would always say to me kept ringing in my head. Like she would always tell me, don't just sit like that. You have to work. You have to hustle. So I feel like after losing her, I got this need to be like, what if Auntie was saying, what she'll tell you, you don't have to sit like that. You have to hustle. When I get lazy, I just think about her and I'm like, yeah, what would she tell you if she was here? She'll tell you, you cannot just sit like that. You have to hustle. You have to. So that her voice is always in the back of my head, and I feel like that's one of the pushing forces. That's one of the things that pushed me further to even go ahead and get a job, pushed me further to become serious in the few things I was doing. So, yeah, guys, that was the worst thing that happened to me in 2023. Sorry for being an emotional mess, guys. Sorry for being an emotional mess. I still get like that. But yeah. So another thing that was low for me this year is YouTube. Oh my God. I don't want to grumble about YouTube here, but I've cracked now. My nose is blocked. I don't even know if I'm talking well. YouTube stressed me out this year. Like YouTube, it stressed me out. From my subscribers to my views to my YouTube stressed me out this year. But you see, this YouTube YouTube at this point for me, I'm not going to say YouTube is my full-time job anymore. At this point for me, YouTube is a hobby that I really love, that I'll just keep doing, that gives me a little extra money, because keeping up with YouTube has been so annoying. Like, and I know it's a general thing, because a lot of creators on YouTube have complained, because a lot of people have gone more to reels on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So people doing long videos like this on YouTube are suffering. But it's really strange. Let me not say it's really strange. To me, I still love YouTube videos. I would choose YouTube over any other social media platform anytime, any day. That's just what I feel like. It keeps pushing me to keep shooting my content. But the views went downhill. The everything just went downhill. I struggle to put shots now and then, but it's hard. So yeah, guys, that is basically it. That is basically how my year has been. My year has not been, I wouldn't say it was bad. I wouldn't say my year was a bad year, because guys, where I am now, I did not feel like I did not even dream I would be here. I'm in a really good place. I'm really proud of where I am. I can only be grateful. I can only be thankful. Yeah, I feel like if I was even being really fair, I would say my year should be like a 90%, because guys, things are looking really good. Things are looking really good for me. Things are looking really good for my family. Things are really looking good. But yeah, guys, that is it. How has your year been, or how was your year? If you're supposed to rate your year, grade your year on 100, how many would you say it is? Like, how good or how bad was your year? Anyway, guys, happy new year. Happy new year. I hope you have a beautiful new year. If this year was hard for you, I hope and pray that your next year is going to be better. You're going to move to better and higher heights. Your year is going to be a successful one. All your dreams will come true in the name of Jesus. That is my prayer for you, and that is my prayer for me. Thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I am going to see you on my next one. Okay, guys, love you. Bye.